What's up guys, Dr. Fluffster here, and this is the very last FIFA 12 episode of I Build I Score. As you can see, it's for Stoke. I'll get to the reasoning why you're looking at a foothead in a minute. FIFA 13, I will be carrying it on. As you can tell, I've done Newcastle, Liverpool, Fulham, and now Stoke. That's 4 teams. I've got like another 20 to do, so I will finish every single team in the Premier League before I move on to a league of your choice. I'm hoping by January I can have most of the teams recorded for, and I can just I can bust one out. But this will be my last video until FIFA 13. It's FIFA 12 is boring to play. I was going to say shit. It's not shit. It's just quite boring to play. At the minute, I've got a LA Galaxy team on there, which is quite fun. I'm looking to move to that sort of league when I've done this because they're more bronzes, silvers, a couple of informs. It's more fun. And some of those bronzes have got some pace on them. But so the reason you're looking at a foothead link of this tip, well, it's not even a link, it's actually a foothead. I could edit it all if I wanted to. I made a boo-boo. And that boo-boo was I decided to sell my Stoke team and then realised that I haven't made the video on them. Like, I had Ryan Shawcross sitting in my trade pile and I looked at my videos and gone, oh crap, I've got four videos that I've got, I think, like over 10 goals in it, just so I can talk over them. And I'm looking at Ryan Shawcross going, I haven't recorded the full team yet. Bollocks. So I've got this. So let's get started. 3-4-1-2. It's a good formation. But I do find Jermaine Pennant drops back into a right back a little bit more, whereas Matthew Etherington doesn't. Jermaine Pennant does. I don't know if he's got a high attacking, high defensive work rate. I do not know. The centre mids there, one of them will stay up, one of them will come down. It's quite a good formation. It's solid. There's nothing wrong with it. Having that centre forward there is a good layoff for Crouch and Jones, or you can just pass it to Pennant on the wing. Back post, Crouch is normally always there. Getting to the keeper, Begovic. I love him. For 81, for a 76 keeper, 81 diving, 82 reflexes. The rest is speed, could be that in the 70s maybe, but it's fine. All you want is a keeper that can get to the ball, like either grab it, punch it out, stuff like that, and the reflexes do help. Now the other keeper I would have had, I do have him on my team, would have been Sorensen. 75 keeper, 1 rating less. You can see that his stats aren't as good, but he still performs. You want to take out Begovic and put someone else in goal. Put Sorensen in goal for a Premier League keeper if you want to keep them all low stats, like under the 80s. They are brilliant. Moving on, defence. Not the paciest defence, as you can probably tell. We've got 64 Hoof, even on his inform, 67 Woodgate, and 69 Shawcross on his inform. Together, these 3 centre-backs are some of the best centre-backs in the Premier League I found on this game. Like, you got the David Luiz and all that, but sometimes, for your opponent, David Luiz could be OP. For you, he does fuck all. But, I mean, look at Hoof. 90 defending, 81 heading. Shawcross, 86 defending, 83. Woodgate, 78, 84. That's solid. No matter about the pace. That if one goes forward, one other will be dropping back. They are a solid unit. Matthew Etherington. A couple of the games I did have. First game I had without his inform, which I will pull up actually, so you can have a little look at the stats. Nothing much. Oh, that's embarrassing. I can't spell. Nothing much really changes. But he is a good player. Like 89 pace, 70 shots, 78 passing. 84 dribbling. That is all you want in a left mid, really. You want that pace to get down the wing to put that big cross in. And that gets updated, basically, in that. I mean, look at that. 91 pace, 85 shot, 84 dribbling, still the same, 78 passing. His pace is what you're looking at. And then you cut across to the right-hand side. You've got Jermaine Pennant. Not the best shot in the world, but he has 90 pace, 82 dribbling. He can keep that ball under control like nothing. Run it down the wing, cross it. You've got a Crouchy boy there with his fucking 63 heading. Dear Lord. Anyway, centre mids. Glenn Whelan. Nearly got that wrong. Flutie would have killed me. Glenn Whelan. He's good. I like him. Even though he's a silver, he's got average stats. That's a silver stat right there. Right. There's not more you can say about him apart from he's solid and he's there for you. Dean Whitehead, the same. I like to do long passes with him. If I get Jermaine Pennant to push up on the right hand side, I'll try and get like a long through ball over the top, something like that. All in all, midfield very, very solid. He'll stay up, whereas he'll drop back when it comes to defending. Now, centre forward. Obviously, you've got two choices. You've got Ricardo Fuller, the 4-star skiller, 72 pace. Oh, that rhymed. 72 pace, 72 shots, 77 dribbling. He's got a nice heading stat on him as well. So if Crouchy fucks up the header, Fuller's there for it. Passing's not brilliant, but I still found out I was able to make some passes. The other guy would be Cameron Jerome. This guy cost me 25k. Obviously in the centre forward position. 92 pace helps you a lot when you've got Peter Crouch, because sometimes these two would swap. So it'd be Jerome up here, Crouch down here. Now I did think about swapping them two around, but I couldn't be asked to spend the money on it. But all in all, centre forward, he acts like a centre attacking mid, drops back into midfield sometimes to collect the ball, and then carries on going up. I will leave him there, even though I had Fuller up. Crouchy boy, one of England's best players, needs to be in the England squad. Don't care what anyone says. I agree with Flutie on that. Roy Hodgson needs to get Crouchy back in the international squad. I'm pretty sure the only person that we can header with is Welbeck, as Jermaine Defoe is about 4'2". So, anyway, moving on to these two. Crouch, Jones. Linking up is amazing. Crouchy, he's got no pace, yet he manages to get past defenders. Those long legs of his, and that 80 dribbling with the 65 pace, somehow keep the ball right next to his feet. I do not know how he does it. Kenwyne Jones, I can't say much about him. He's just all-round. He's an all-rounder. He is amazing. Screw his defending and passing stat. I fucking love Kenwyne Jones. He's got 80 pace. He can get past most general defenders that even have over 80 or 85 pace. He can just power past them. Before I say the goals, I'm going to give us out of 10 rating for this team. I would go with 7. I'm only going to say 7 mainly because half the players lack pace. You've got 1, 2, 3. You've got 5 plus Crouch that lack pace. So you've got 6 players that lack that bit of pace. Even without the informs, this team is still pretty much solid. But yeah, so I'm now going to move on to the bit where I talk on over the goals. So yeah, you know. And I'm back, like I said I was going to be. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see, I'm playing Stoke, but I'm in a Watford kit because I've Watford kit from my hometown, you know. And as you can see, as I said, Peter Crouch always at the back post. There's not as many clips as I liked. I only got 4 games worth, and a couple of them only had 2 in because they were draws, and one was a 3-2 loss. Sorry, bit of a yawn there. That always happens to me when I'm commentating the last part of a video. But anyway, Ryan Shawcross there, getting a lovely header. When that went in, I was just like, oh, that's actually quite nice. Look, he gets up and over and well placed right in the middle of the goal because the twat brought his keeper out to what is basically the middle of the back of the box. But anyway, just remembered I need to tidy my room so I can move room later today. And Crouchy there with another header. He can just tower over all the defenders. That's what's good about him. And as I said, back post header. Always make sure you cross it so it's at a back post. Like, Crouchy's never going to be at the front post. I can tell you that now. He will never be standing next to that front post. But look at that lovely through ball. Lovely little bit of luck there. Bit of lag. And I was like, oh, maybe he's quit out. And I was like, oh, maybe not. At that point, I had put the controller down, as you could tell, because I just stopped moving. So I was just like, what do I do now? But luckily enough, got back up. And so stop. And then he tackles me with David Luiz. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, this team, Stoke team, is a lot of fun. And now you've got the waste man Scotsman, that is Charlie Adam, Michael Owen, who signed as a free agent, and Crouchy there with a beautiful finesse. Who else did Stoke get? You know, I genuinely do not know. I may go back to some of the teams if I have time, or if I have time in general, as in life. I may go back. Oh, that was a nice transition. But you know, Crouch get another head at the back post. But yeah, I may go back to do a couple of the teams again with the new transfers. Like Newcastle, I've got Emil Fintano and someone else. I think my next team I will be making though is, I did want to make it on FIFA 12. As you can see, this guy's got an AFK. I did want to make it on FIFA 12. My next team on FIFA 13 will definitely be Arsenal. I love Podolski in the Bundesliga, so I want to try him in a Premier League team. I will have Cazorla and Giroud also in that team. Oxlade-Chamberlain, hopefully, if... Sorry. Basically, me yawning means, Lewis, you need a nap. But yeah, I'll try and make them, depending on coins situation. I'll probably end up spending stupid amounts of money on Microsoft points with FIFA 13 like I did with FIFA 12. But hopefully I won't spend too much. But hopefully I'll be able to bring out a video within like the first 2 weeks, maybe. We got web app. We're allowed on the web app. We're allowed on the web app on the 18th. Is when the web app is up for season ticket holders. And also 4 days later I shall be on FIFA Ultimate Team anyway with the early access, so hopefully I'll get my team set up, all done, and then and we're coming up to the last clip, which is another goal from Peter. Lovely bit of defensive work. Look at that, Crouchy. And this guy got an AFK. He sent me a message. He came back like on the 90th minute and the game finished, and it was just like, well. But oh well. Yeah, that's my Stoke team. 7 out of 10. I do recommend them. They just need some more pacey midfielders, which is why Michael Owen maybe transferred down from centre attack, from striker to centre mid may work. But that is all from me, guys. I will talk to you later. Peace.